How you doing, YouTube? This is going to be my video ranking the Iron Maiden studio albums from 16 to 1. I've seen a few of these videos online and I find them really interesting because nobody has them in the same order, everybody's got different opinions about every album, so I thought I'd do my own. I've already done the multi-crew one, so you can check that one out. And I'll try and keep it pretty brief with each album because it could be a long video. So at 16, I'm going to start off with the X Factor. I just cannot get into this album at all. I don't really like Blaze Bayley's voice, and to be honest, it just bores me. It seems like it's just the same tempo all the way through the album, and even Sign of the Cross, the first song, I was bored before we even got to the second song. So, and the artwork is just dark, and it's just, I don't think it's Iron Maiden, so that's coming in at 16. 15, I have Fear of the Dark, mainly because it's just full of filler songs. I mean, Fear of the Dark, the title track's probably my favourite track, and then you've got Be Quick or Be Dead, which is quite good. Afraid to Shoot Strangers is quite good, and Judas Be My Guide, but more than half of the album is just filler. I'll probably give my favourite tracks along the way as well. So Fear of the Dark would be my favourite track off that one. Coming in at 14, I have 2003's Dance of Death. This album for me is a lot like the last one. There's a lot of filler on it. Mon Segur is a shocking song, I think. I like Dance of Death, Passion Dale. My favourite song would probably have to be Face in the Sand. It's quite heavy, got a good riff to it, and the artwork's just terrible as well. It's just not good. So yeah, that comes in at 14. At 13, I have Virtual 11. Again with Blaze Bayley. This is his second album with the band. I really didn't want to like this album. I listened to X Factor first and I didn't like it, and I thought I needed this one album to complete the set, so I bought it, gave it a run through, and I actually really liked it. It's actually not that bad an album. It did come quite low on my list, but it's just because Iron Maiden have got so many good albums. But yeah, the Angel and the Gambler, the controversial Angel and the Gambler, it is long, it can be cut down, but that's probably my favourite song. If that was like much shorter, that would be a really, really, really good song, but it does drag on, and I have to like the Klansman because I'm Scottish and it's in my genes, so yeah, that comes in at 13. At number 12, I have The Final Frontier. I was really excited about listening to this album because I thought I was kind of judging the album by the cover, which I know you shouldn't do, but I really like that cover. And it is a good album. It kicks off with Satellite 15, The Final Frontier, which I think is a really good song. El Dorado I'm not too fussed about. Mother of Mercy is a good song. But my favourite song would probably have to be The Talisman. I don't get the fuss with When the Wild Wind Blows. It's okay, it doesn't really do it for me, but that's that one. Next up we have number 11, No Prayer for the Dying. This gets a bit of a bad rep with some fans, but I quite like it. I really like Tail Gunner and Holy Smoke, and No Prayer for the Dying. Bring Your Daughter to the Slaughter is really good. I like Mother Russia, and actually my favourite song on this album would have to be Run Silent, Run Deep. It was the first song I heard of. In fact, no, I heard Bring Your Daughter first, but Run Silent, Run Deep, I think it's just catchy, so that's my favourite song off that one. Number 10, we have their latest album, which is The Book of Souls. We're getting into the really good stuff now. I really like this album. I think the one thing that really lets it down is Empire of the Clouds. That might be controversial to some people, but it's just far too long. I mean, if you're going to have a song that long, it's got to grip you from start to finish, and that song just doesn't. It just puts me to sleep. I just don't think it should be that long. There's no need for it. I think my favourite song off this album would have to be the title track, just for the riff. It's just a riff that always gets stuck in my head, and I just really love the song. Honourable mention would be The Red and the Black, which is brilliant as well. So that's that one. Number 9, I have Peace of Mind. Love this album. I pretty much love all the songs in this, really, apart from Quest for Fire is just really bad. I don't really like that at all. Just the lyrical content in that song just really doesn't do it for me at all. But Where Eagles There, brilliant. Flight of Icarus, Die With Your Boots On, The Trooper, I mean, you can't go wrong with it. So that's that. Next one up, I have, you might have thought this would be higher, but Number of the Beast. This was the first Iron Maiden album I ever bought before I was like really into them. Just because I knew a few of the songs on the album, like Run to the Hills and that sort of stuff. Number of the Beast, obviously. What really lets this one down is, for me, Gangland. I just can't stand that song. I put this album on my iPod and just didn't even bother with Gangland. It just annoys me. But obviously you've got the classics like Hallowed Be Thy Name as well, and The Prisoner, Children of the Damned. Yep, brilliant album. Next up, at number 7, I have the self-titled Iron Maiden. I think this is a really good album. It is different, obviously, from the Bruce Dickinson era. Paul Di'Anno on vocals. It's just a bit more raw, a bit punkier. Obviously, quite simple. The production's a bit tinnier, but I really like them. Prowler is a great song, like Sanctuary and Remember Tomorrow. Phantom of the Opera is a good song. Strange World is a really good song. So I think my favourite would probably have to be Prowler, first song on the album. So that's that one. Next up, at number 6, I have A Matter of Life and Death. Now, I got told by a friend that I would hate this album before I bought it, and so I kind of went into listening to this album with really low thoughts on it. Didn't think I was going to like it, but it was the complete opposite. I love this album. I'm not too fussed for Different World. I think it's got a really weird melody to it that it's just something in the song that I don't really like. These Colours Don't Run is a brilliant song as well. The Pilgrim's brilliant, The Longest Day's brilliant, The Reincarnation of Benjamin Brieg is a fantastic song. I think my favourite song would probably be either Benjamin Brieg or The Legacy. The Legacy, just when it really kicks in, is just a really good track, so yeah, that's that one. Right, we're into the top 5 now, and I'm going for the reunion album, Brave New World, when Bruce and Adrian came back. I really like this album. Opens with The Wicker Man, which is a killer song. My favourite song on the album would have to be Ghost of the Navigator. It just the riff in it just does it for me. Gets my blood pumping. And I think honourable mention would have to be The Nomad, which could be controversial for some, but I really like it. So that's at number 5. Number 4, I have their second album, Killers. Really love this album as well. I think The Eyes of March is just a really good intro, and it just kind of gives you a good feel for what's coming in the rest of the album. And obviously it kicks into Wrathchild, which is just a superb song. That's my favourite song on the album. Murders in the Rue Morgue is brilliant. Genghis Khan, the instrumental was brilliant. That would have been so much better if they turned it into an actual song and put lyrics to it, because the instruments in it are brilliant. Prodigal Son's good, Purgatory, Twilight Zone, Drifter. You can't go wrong with that one, and the artwork's brilliant as well. So that's number 4. Into the top 3, I'm going for the 1984 Power Slave. Just a really great album. I mean, I'm just going to say great album from now on. So, I mean, you've got hits like Aces High, 2 Minutes to Midnight. It kind of dies off a wee bit in the middle with like Lost for Words. I'm not too fussed for the instrumental. The Duelists is a bit weak as well. But Back in the Village, then you've got Power Slave, and then tying it up with Rime of the Ancient Mariner. Brilliant. In at number 2 is going to be Somewhere in Time. Absolutely cracking album. This is just one you listen to right through and you just love every song. Maybe apart from Heaven Can Wait. That the chorus just bugs me, but the verse and the bridge and stuff is really good, but the chorus just gets on my tits. But apart from that, that is just a superb album. Really love Stranger in a Strange Land, Wasted Years, and of course Alexander the Great to finish the album off. So yeah, brilliant. Get that if you've not got it. And obviously at number 1, a few people have had this at the number 1, is Seventh Son of a Seventh Son. It's just epic. I mean, you can't really put it any other way. Kicking off with Moonchild and Infinite Dreams, and then the single Can I Play With Madness is brilliant. Favourite song on the track would have to be The Evil That Men Do. Seventh Son's amazing. The weakest song is probably The Prophecy. I kind of feel like I'm jumping on the bandwagon with that one, but it is. It's the one that, it's still a good song, but compared to every other song on the album, because they are so good, The Prophecy sticks out to be the weakest. So The Clairvoyant's an absolutely brilliant song as well. That's probably my second favourite on the album. And then Only the Good Die Young. So yeah, you can't go wrong with that one. If you're going to get an Iron Maiden album, get that one. Alright, check out my other videos, subscribe, thumbs up, whatever. There's more videos coming, so cheers guys, cheers for watching.